today I'm going to walk you through the 5 biggest mistakes that new editors make when trying to learn how to use After Effects. The first mistake is not naming your layers. By default, After Effects will name your layers things like Solid 1 or Text Layer 2. If you don't rename them, your timeline becomes a cluttered mess once you start really racking up the layers. To rename it, select your layer and click Enter, and then rename it whatever you like. Mistake 2 is ignoring pre-compositions. Pre-comps are just like folders for your layers. When I was a beginner, I often stacked everything onto one timeline and never pre-comped anything. But once you add effects, masks, and animation, it's just a chaos on your timeline. So instead, group all related layers, right-click, and then select pre-comp. That way, you can edit it separately from your main comp cleanly and apply effects to the whole group at once. Then double-click the pre-comp to open it up and edit the layers inside. Mistake 3 is forgetting to use adjustment layers. Beginners often apply effects directly to each clip or each text layer one by one. That works, but it makes your timeline a lot harder to manage. The smarter way to do that is to add an adjustment layer. Once you add your adjustment layer, apply your effect onto it, and it will affect everything underneath it. This keeps your timeline cleaner and gives you more control over your video. Mistake 4 is not understanding how keyframes work. Animation in After Effects is all about keyframes. Beginners often drag things around without keyframes, which means nothing stays animated. To fix this, make sure you always select the stopwatch icon when you're animating things so keyframes apply automatically. And then once you're done animating your layer, highlight all of the keyframes, right-click, and select Easy Ease, or F9 for short. This alone will make your animations look way more professional. And mistake number 5 is using default render settings. Beginners often hit export without touching any render settings, and then they wonder why their video looks pixelated or their file size is massive. Use H.264 for YouTube with a high bitrate, or use a QuickTime ProRes file if you're delivering high quality footage. Render settings matter just as much as your editing does because they decide how your final video looks. Those are the top 5 mistakes I see when you're trying to learn After Effects. Learn these and you'll be ahead of a bunch of new editors. And make sure you guys check out my website in the description for free assets for new video editors. Make sure to follow me for more video editing tutorials, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.